Sadly, the ii is threatened, partially due to a local superstition that if it points its middle finger at you, you have to kill it, which is very similar to the customs of a North American fraternity party.
Hello, my children. I wanted to show you some more Danger Pack gameplay because I'm allowed to. And one of the other builds that I wanted to show you, so we know about transforming, right? We know about jump attacking. We've seen it all. If you haven't checked out Grounded or Rev's videos, you should definitely do that if you are itching for some more Danger Pack gameplay. However, what I wanted to show off is a slightly different way to play, and it's the multiple attack synergy. So if we take a look at the pack for a second, we see that there are pets like Pygmy Hog, 5 enemy attacks. There's stuff like Pygmy Hippo, 5 enemy attacks. We've got Black Rhino, 8 enemy attacks. 8 enemy attacks. So there's a lot of pets like that in the pack. And so I would say that it is almost, it's like its own unique archetype, right? That you could definitely make a build with. So I'm going to show off what I've been cooking up a little bit. And we start off with Mapier, the Malay Tapir. So adjacent friend attack, gain +2 health. And it works pretty well with the African Wild Dog since you can have one in the middle and they attack on both sides. Works pretty well that way. And we actually have the sheep variant, Hirola, Feint summon 2 1/2 Ethiopian wolves. And what this means is we already have a pet that can guarantee us 3 attacks. So that is super huge when going for the 5 enemy attacks. And then Takai, it's Feint summon 1/3/2 African Wild Dog that jump attacks the first enemy. That's another 2 attacks right there. So we already have, with just these 2 pets, a tier 2 and a tier 3, we have 5 attacks that we can get. So it does say enemy attacks, of course, but, I mean, if you're attacking, the enemy is also attacking most of the time, you know? So that's basically good enough for me. And now we're just looking for probably the Pygmy Hog, right? That's the early 5 attack guy I want to get, unless I get the Pygmy Hippo. But we get a little Pygmy Hog here, and he's a pretty cool guy, right? 5 enemy attacks transform into a 5/5 angry Pygmy Hog with garlic. And we all know early garlic is pretty damn good. So I'm guaranteed the 5 attacks, which means I can position this way. The spoon build probably shouldn't be buffing the Pygmy Hog, but realistically, everything is probably going to go except for the Hirola. So we're kind of okay. As long as Hirola's getting a couple of buffs, that's all that I really care about. And look at him! Look at him! He's got the garlic on turn 4. That's never been a problem, has it? Of course, you have to have 5 attacks before you can get it. But going for the level 2 spike, and we get it, giving us a 10/10 Pygmy Hog with garlic. So that's pretty damn good on turn 5. And another one of my favorite pets from the pack is Giant Tortoise. This guy might be my favorite pet from this pack. In turn, gain 2 health and set attack to 4. Health can go up to 100. So just like the Behemoth, except your attack is so extremely limited. However, this is another great way to make sure you get a ton of attacks off. And again, can't really buff the Tortoise with the Sandpiper because it hits the lowest stat. We like the ones that hit the highest stat a little bit more. Oh, wait, did he give the Pygmy Hog Silly? He did, but I don't know if that... Wait. Instantly transformed it. Can that not hit anything else? I was thinking with Silly, right? Silly hits the Pygmy Hog, it could turn something else into an angry Pygmy Hog, or were we just so lucky that it hit itself with it? I don't know. But yep, of course, we already got our hog here. And then a garlic. Yep, just gonna clean up. He's got a cod roe in the back, don't care. Yeah, so Spoon Build Sandpiper is pretty solid. It's like a... Tropfish, you know, we actually got a garlic out of the krill to hit for our Giant Tortoise, which is so cool. And we have a bunch of half levels here. Was hoping to get one of them, but this will do me for now. Probably should just have the Tortoise in the back, right? Because I would rather have my 10/10 higher. Exactly. This guy's going to hit me too. think we are gonna make it through again, though. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. God, and I think I'm baited by this token here. Because I was like, oh, that's pretty cool. It's another double. Do I really need another double? Okay, and then I hit my sandpiper, and I get a mommy rabbit out of it. Soon she'll have her babies, I'm sure. And now I have 4 half levels. Amazing. Wait, did you see that? I still get 1 attack even if this dies. That's pretty cool. Will we be able to win with this? I think we do. Yep. The garlic going hog wild on my tortoise. We hit another krill into a baguette. That's pretty solid. Krill can give you some crazy things. I'm not going to buy that one, though. We're going to hit the... Yeah, we're going to hit the chickpea again. He's back! The sandpiper's back. Let's go. I would much rather have... I feel like when you do have a setup like this with the giant tortoise, you really want the angel shark. It gives health to the... Or gives stats to the highest stat. Our highest stat's always going to be health, so we'd want to just get that as big as possible. Getting that to level 2 is also super good, right? We want to get up to 8 attack instead of the 5. 5 or 4 is just way too low for me. Oh, and we're so close. Gazelle. My worst enemy. And now we have 5 1.5s. Beautiful. But as soon as we can get some levels, we're going to be chilling. Ooh, and then we've got the II. 8 enemy attacks, summon 2 lemurs, and give all friends +3/+3. So what's great about this little setup here... Oh, and I actually got the Herola. And we got a little bit of helmeted hornbill here. It does not work on the tortoise, but these other stats are going to be worth it on the, you know, other pets that I eventually get. So I'm not too upset about it. Pretty weak puppy pack team here, so I think we will make it through. Yes, sir. And then we're going to pick up this II, which is very interesting. I heard a lot of people say that it would not be good. I agree to an extent, but definitely with a build more catered like this, it could be solid. And of course, we're going to get the green sea turtle in, right? This guy can't be bad, right? He gives Melon. 5 enemy attacks, give all friendly pets Melon that block 20 damage. So, like I said, we're not guaranteed the 5 attacks anymore. Well, I guess we kind of are. But we don't have our first guy. What we can do is pick up like a cod roe or something for this and guarantee our last attack again. But look at that. We hit the 5. We give everything Melon, which means we're guaranteed another 2 off a giant tortoise. And he's also got the II, but my build is just a little bit better, isn't it? And this can trigger multiple times. So after you get everything with Melon, a big tortoise, like it's possible. No level 3 tortoise for me. I think I'm just looking for, yeah, white ochre is super good. Make sure these can't get sniped at the start of battle or get hit with like crisp, some type of ailment. That would be horrible because then they're useless, right? They're worse than useless. But we hit the cod roe here, which means I get my fish, which means I get another attack. He's wasting all of his melons on stinky African wild dog. Oh, baby, and look at that. The stats that Tortoise gets from II are actually super big for us. Since it has such low base attack, anything extra is just so good for him. I suppose this sucker would also work pretty well with the, where's his name? The cardinal fish. This whole build would probably work well with the cardinal fish instead of the hornbill, because then you're guaranteed to get so many attacks. I see a little Judean date, and then I also see a Yggdrasil fruit. I probably won't need the date after this, but the Yggdrasil fruit gives me 2 Nordic goats, which means I can just get a better fish. Essentially, it's a 5/5 instead of a 2/3. So I'll take that. We want to keep the protection perks, obviously, on these fellas. Another puppy pack team. I lose my attack, which is actually so sad. But thankfully, we still should get enough here, yep, for the II to trigger. And I mean, since we bought the II, we have gotten every single trigger. And I think it's really thanks to this Herola guy, which is a sheep, essentially. But the little rams have actual abilities, so that's super cool. I like that we have like some type of summon support, because I know like with pack 2 there's hardly any summon support at all, and it's pretty sad actually. Oh, and then I end up doing this, right? Since I always lose one of these because I think I basically have to keep this position. Get the stake here, and I get 2 5/5s instead of the... I believe these are 2 4s. Yeah, they're 2 4s. They have abilities, but I'd rather have 5/5s, right? It's just a little bit better. We just hope it doesn't get sniped. That's the big thing. I suppose the 10 attack at least works here. Like, we've been, like, losing the stats when it hits the giant tortoise, but at least we get it in battle. And this is a build we just cannot beat, right? It is an axolotl Ellie Seal team with a bunch of sauropods. Not happening. But it does give us another round, which I really wanted, because I wanted my level 2 II. That's what I'm talking about. Maybe get a level 2 sea turtle here? Not going to happen. But we can hit an Oblanot, right? Getting this to nearly 40 attack with the stake, of course. And then II gives out 6/6 to everything, which is pretty fat, if you ask me. Get to kill the Monty here. Look, and the Okra is just completely blocking these mana snipes. Such a powerful perk. Yep, and we get all our melons, and then we get all of our stats, and we are easily able to clear that last unicorn team. I mean, we've got some pretty solid archetypes, some pretty solid pets in this pack. I am really proud of it, and I'm also excited for it. I feel like the testers did such a great job balancing this pack because, oh buddy, in its original state, you would not believe. But that's going to do it for me. Thank you so much for watching. Politely smack that like button's ass on your way out. And you know what? Have a wonderful day.